Hey guys, happy Friday, it's Nisa, and as usual, I'm going to be doing WTV's advice portion. And also, as usual, I'd like to apologize for the late upload. I was kind of preoccupied with, like, college shit. Um, Before we officially begin the video, I would like to reintroduce my soulmate, Boo. I realized I forgot to bring him into last week's video, so yeah, here's Boo. Like, I love him. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I got him from Disneyland, in case you were wondering. Anyway, so, last week, I mentioned that I would want to do a tutorial on how to break up with your friend, or your best friend. And it seems silly, but a lot of people do have questions on how to end relationships with people you're close to. Because, you know, you don't want to just make a rash decision and end up regretting it later. So the most important thing for you to do is to think it through and just kind of see if it's worth keeping the person around in your life, if the benefits outweigh the consequences, you know, and see if you can't communicate with them, you know. Communication is the key to life. And if you communicate with them and are able to fix whatever problems you guys are having, then good, kudos to you. If not, then that's when you know it's time to just end the friendship. So, there are two methods that I have used in the past. The first method is to quit them cold turkey, you know, just ignore them, don't send any text messages, don't reply to any text messages, don't look at them, don't talk to them, just stop. And when they ask you, or if they ask you why you're being such a bitch about things, give them a list. Like, this is treatment that you reserve for people who come to you and just ask too much of you, and they just treat you like crap, you know, and they only come to you when they need you, whatever. That's when you ignore them, and that's when they would really notice, because you're not there for them when they need you to be. So yeah, have actual reasons for why you're doing what you're doing, because you don't want to make yourself out to be a bitch if you're not. Also, the other way to break up with a friend is by, kind of confronting them, you know? Lay out all your cards on the table and just be like, uh, basically, you've been a total bitch, and I've tried communicating, and it hasn't worked, so this is the end of the road. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Don't come to me if you need me. Don't even talk to me. Don't talk about me. You're shady, blah, blah, blah. You know, just confront them about it, give them a chance to talk, and then be like, it's harder to do it this way, because you're just, like, you actually have to talk to them and just kind of, you know, see their reaction and be like, am I sure I'm going to go through with this? It's the same, it's basically communicating, but you're sure you want to end the friendship, you know? It's just like telling them straight up that their friendship is not worth the pain they put you through. And I always think that's important, to know your self-worth, you know, to know if these things are worth it. So, yeah, that's the harder step, I would think. And that is reserved for people who are the lowest of the low, you know? Like, they treat you like crap, and they don't notice if you ignore them. They just bustle right on in and just fuck up your life, excuse my French, or they just don't, like, they don't even treat you like they used to, you know? Like, your friendship has just changed drastically, and, like, their perception of your worth is so drastically different from how you see yourself. It's just like, wow, I can't just ignore them because they won't get the point. So I have to break it to them in a way they'll understand. And that's the confrontation part of it. So yeah, it's painful, but sometimes it's really necessary, and it's something you have to do. So yeah, and I find myself, personally, I cut away a couple people a year, because people are just so fickle sometimes, you know? Like, they're great during school or whatever, and they'll talk to you, but when when it really comes down to it and you really need someone, they're not there for you, or they just, like, really just treat you like dirt, and you're not dirt, you know? You're worth something. So that's when you have to really just be like, no, bitch, I don't want you no more. And that's that. So I don't know if I was really coherent. I'm not really a coherent person, but hopefully you got what I was saying. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, leave a comment down there. And also, yes, this week's song of the week is Dat Nunu by Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi. As usual, I have problems pronouncing shit. I can't say Jesuit, you know. Anyway, so Dat Nunu by Kid Cudi. It's an interesting song, and I also like the Viking remix. If you have a chance, do listen to it. Also this week, I listened to Goodbye Babylon by the Black Keys. I really like that song. And maybe by Nerd, because it reminds me of a certain someone, and you know who you are, and it's a good song, and sometimes it's painful for me to listen to it. But anyway, enough about me. Leave a comment about how your life is going, or what you need, you know, help with, or just stuff. If you're lonely, holla. Don't really holla though, because I don't respond to advance as well as my friends will tell you. And yeah, say hi to Boo. Just communicate, talk to me. I am a person too. And yeah, so bye. Hope you guys had a good week, and just, yeah, thug life, yellow, swag.